What's up, YouTube? It's FitzBro, and I am bringing you an exclusive early access look at the Japanese Pantheon for Age of Mythology Retold. Now, this Pantheon and these three new gods are launching to you guys here in just a few days, but I wanted to just show you a little bit of the game as I've been getting a first feel at it, show you some of the units, some of the unique mechanics about the Japanese. I've still got a lot to learn myself, but just wanted to share some of this with you. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let me know if there's anything you want to see below, as I'll be trying to bring you a few videos and guides as we get into the launch. So let's start with this. I am playing right now one of the newest major gods. This is Amatasu, and there are three new gods, of course, with the Japanese Pantheon and a bunch of new minor gods. I'm not going to go through the details of everything here today. Just wanted to give you some of the highlights. So this god I'm playing earns a gold trickle with each Bushido tier, which I'll talk about what that is in a second. So you can get a gold trickle. Their samurai and onimushas earn 300% more XP outside of combat, so it helps you get additional XP towards these Bushido tiers. The shrines increase the content of nearby resources up to 150%. So in fact, by building shrines next to, say, a gold mine, it's going to get more resources. Pretty cool. And then your samurai and onimushas regenerate hit points faster in combat. Now looking at the god powers we have here, target a unit to make it temporarily nearly invulnerable. So kind of, you know, keeps the unit alive in battle, maybe a key moment early on. Way of the Sun is a upgrade permanent trickle per Bushido tier achieved. And then you've got Kaguru, which summons a new Miko. And what is a Miko? Well, let's show you. So you start off the game with your villagers. I'm just going to go put these on food. Look at that. We got pheasants, green pheasants on the menu today. And for the Japanese, they have the water mill, which is good for food and wood drop-offs. And then they have the mining camp. Okay, I'm going to just get these guys queuing towards food. And this is the Miko that we just talked about. So the Japanese have the Miko. You train at the town center. It costs 50 food. And it can build shrines and work at them to get favor. So this is how you get favor with the Japanese. You grab these Mikos. You build the shrines. You see there's an aura. Well, I'm going to put these next to natural resources. Why is that? If you look at these shrines, they generate favor tended by Miko, boosted by nearby natural resources. And upgrades Miko. So there's upgrades in this for the Miko. It will get boost by being by the natural resources. Now, if you mine those away, it's going to lose some of those boosts. And also, you know, depending on your civ bonuses, right, might have these, your natural resources have more yield, right? So here's my Miko gathering. That's how I will get favor here. So I can build these shrines, you know, all over the map as I want. Kind of similar to maybe building shrines in some other Age of Empires games. And you start with this this cute little scout, the Kitsune. It just looks like a Pokemon to me. I love it. It's a really cute unit. It's got some fun sound design. Listen to this. I love it. So it's your scout running around. It's cute. And it will increase the speed of nearby friendly units, which is a cool little thing. You can train him at the temple, but pretty cool. You start off with that. You start off with your Miko. And yeah, I'm going to fix my macro here a little bit and get us towards aging up, just so I can show you some more of these mechanics. Okay, so early on, shrines, you got Mikos. That's how you get your favor. You can decide to make an early shrine or something. If you want to go for a Pokemon rush, whatever you want to do. And let's talk a bit about the Bushido. So the Bushido up here, this bar will go up as you get experience. Let's build my mining camp here for this guy. So it's going to grant a gold trickle and free upgrades for all soldiers. So essentially, the gold trickle is because of my civ bonus, right? But when I get enough experience, and this fills all the way up, I will get my first line upgrades. I can research them for free. Now, you still do have to go and research them at a building. And it's kind of like a trade-off, right? You can either decide to pay for them and get them earlier, or get them for free by getting more experience. And there's various ways to get these experience. But when you hear referrals to the Bushidos and the Bushido tiers, these go up multiple tiers, so you can get each your age up levels of, you know, medium, heavy, right? Champion upgrades. And there's also an additional tier at the very end you can get that you'll unlock. So I'll show that here in a second. But we're going to age up. I'm going to need some more wood in order to do that. So we'll fix this up right now. And so you can train additional Mikos if you want. Maybe there's be some strategies to get a lot of favor early on to farm some, maybe get some myth units. Maybe you're going to use them for getting a bunch of heroes. There's a wide variety of ways you can spin your favor as the Japanese. And you'll see some of that as we go into the next stage. Okay, let's build our temple. And I'm going to put them back over there. Okay, so at the water mill, it's gonna be all your standard upgrades you would expect. Same thing at your mining camp. All your standard upgrades, minus maybe some unique ones as you get some different minor gods. And everything else is standard as far as what you're gonna be building in the first stage. You can see I can train that Miko, the Kitsune. Now the Kitsune doesn't pick up relics. You're gonna do that with your Miko. Let's age up. Two different options here. We're not going to go too deep in this for right now, but you've got this god power, targets a location to summon a Goshin Boku tree, which will actually resurrect myth units. And so what it does, so if your myth unit dies, and you have this on the field, it'll queue it back up, and it'll come back to life. It has to train it still, and you can have up to 2 in queue. So if you lose like 4 myth units, you're going to lose 2 of them, but 2 of them will come back eventually. So kind of cool. If you want to go for early myth unit raids, this could be really useful. He gets this like weasel, attack weasel. I love it. It's really cool. I like this one a lot. And over here you got Shrine of the Hunt, and you put this in base, and it's going to spawn deer and wolves to defend. So kind of a nice defensive one. You get this flaming wheel, which is kind of like a siege unit type thing, and of course some various different upgrades. But we're gonna go up here so I can show you this. And as we're aging up, I'll show you at the shrine, there's gonna be some different upgrades that are available. So you can see here we've got the Sacred Custodians. This will make Miko so they can heal faster and pick up relics. So I get that, then I can go start picking up relics on the map. They are priestess, so they can heal, and they do have a slight attack, and they are considered a hero. So against those like early myth units, you can take some fights if you want to, but various ways you can do this. But you can go pick up relics, here during age up if you get this upgrade. I've got some unique upgrades and stuff here. We got the Amatasu summons a new Miko and allows you Mikos to train and heal faster. So I can use that to get a new one. And in age 4, causes shrines to summon cherry trees if there aren't many nearby. So you can actually spawn trees in age 4. So that's pretty cool. These look like cherry trees. I guess it converted these, but it'll summon new ones, I guess. So that's kind of neat. Do cherry trees have more food? Yeah, there you go. You see, look at this. By the way, we talked about this boosting nearby resources. 262 versus 200. So these have additional, which is pretty cool. Here's my Kamatachi. I'm going to go send him to die so you can see this tree kind of do its thing. So if it dies, it'll queue back up at this. It says neutral. It can be gathered again. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more wood so I can show you the some of the buildings. Okay, so we're in the second age. Let's look at the buildings available now. So you can of course get the standard market, armory, dock, all this stuff. So your main focus is going to be we've got a guardhouse. The guardhouse, you notice it's got a bow and arrow on it. You can make verse melee units, infantry, which is really just going to be like a spearman, pikeman. And then you can also get some ranged soldiers. So I'll go ahead and build one of those here for you so you can see that. Did this unit die? I need this unit to die so we can see it come back. So that's going to be kind of your standard guardhouse. 100 wood, by the way, for that. And then you can get a dojo, which is a unique building to get elite Japanese warriors. So that's going to cost a little bit of gold. It's going to be 100 wood, then the rest gold. I meant for these to be on wood, but they went for the berries. So here's the guardhouse. We'll build a dojo. And then lastly, there is a stable, which is self-explanatory. 100 wood for these ones. This one costs 100 wood and 50 gold. Looking at the guardhouse, you can see the units available. You can get a counter cavalry spearman, food and gold. Yumi archer, which is good against soldiers. Infantry rather, and then you can get a bushi, which is a hero. So basically at all of these buildings you can train a unique hero. So you can get a ranged hero, you can get a melee hero, you can get a cav hero. A lot of ways to get heroes with this civ. I'd be kind of hesitant to spam too many myth units versus this because I think it's gonna be pretty good against them. I've got a feeling, but we'll see. And we'll get our stable as well. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so those are the units there. We got some unique upgrades, of course, depending on how you've aged up. But I know you're really going to see this dojo. It's got some of the unique stuff. Here's our cav, right? We got a Naginata rider, good against archers. Yumi horse archer in age 3. I've seen a lot of these. I think this is a pretty cool unit, having a horse archer. We've seen a lot of Age of Empires games. Pretty nice. Then you get a daimyo hero in age 3 you can get, which is just an elite, you know, cavalry unit. Okay, so look at this dojo for a second. So they train and upgrade elite Japanese warriors. It's a space of spiritual reflection, yada, yada, yada. Oh, this is just all the lore on this. Yeah, we should put a little more info here. But let's look at these units. Samurai, expensive but durable unit, good against whatever it can reach. This is a classic Age of Mythology tooltip. So just a chonk, right? A really good unit. This thing's gonna be a tank. Samurai, we know. You got Shinobi, good against ranged soldiers and buildings. Kind of unique, right? You got infantry units, gonna be good against ranged soldiers, and it's gonna be good against bringing down buildings. Throws these little bombs, right? And then the Onimusha, which is just going to be a very expensive unit, as you can see there, costing a little bit of favor too, but going to be good against myth units, so melee. So you can train these different units. Let's train a few of these up here. I'm gonna need a house. Oh, that unit died, right? It's still alive. Oh, I ran it away. Trying to get this thing to die, so you can see it come back to life. Stable, you pretty much just have the Naginata rider at this point, which is going to be, you know, for raiding against ranged soldiers or villagers or whatever, right? So here's our samurai, and we can look at this thing. You can see some of its base stats there. It's going to be an absolute hulk of a unit, and now we can see we've got a little bit of a XP trickle from our units here. So this Bushido tier, once I get to that next one, it would give the free upgrade. So right now I have to pay, right, for the medium dojo. If this were to get all the way filled up, this just research would then become free. So that's gonna be the unique thing there. Shinobi becoming available when you hit the 3rd age. So let's look at this. Let's go ahead and work towards aging up to the next age here. Did this unit die? It did. Okay, so I want to show you this. Yeah, so see this? My myth unit died. It's going to queue it back up here, and over time, that unit will pop back out, and we'll have them. So that'll be nice. I'll send some of my samurai across the map. You can check that out. Got some upgrades, of course, for our myth units. You know, we showed you some of these at the shrine. We got some more unique ones here. Miko Favorite, and allows shrines to affect a wider area, so it actually can make this wider, right? To see each of these trees got buffed up. Pretty nice. So more resources. Really nice to use that on like gold, right? Or whatever resource you're trying to extend. I'm not sure if it works on... I'm actually kind of curious if it works on food. Let's go put it out here to monkeys and see what happens. It looks like it should. So the monkey said, what, 125? Let's see what happens here as we get that. And you see our myth unit did come back to life. Got our samurais over there doing their thing. Yeah, gonna be nice. I'm not gonna kill this because I don't have the AI. AI is passive right now, but you get the gist. Okay, and you see him healing there, pretty nice. So let's see if we get some more health. Oh, did I kill the monkeys before I could see it? Is anyone alive? I think I killed them all. Ah, they can test it. I'm pretty sure it probably extends to those as well, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's look about aging up. We're going to need to build our blacksmiths. Let's go to do that. I'll build a market too, just so you can see that in all of its glory. When we go to the next age, you're gonna have a castle. Pretty standard, right? Can train siege engines and heroes. So going to be primarily siege units out of that for the Japanese. Armory is going to be your standard stuff across the board, as you can see there. Let's go ahead and age up. Let's check out these two. You can get the Shogun with Hachiman. Target a daimyo to transform him into an immensely powerful shogun who summons samurai while he fights. So you get to transform your daimyo, which is a unit you train at your stable. And with the Raijin, targets the location to unleash an earth-shaking shockwaves. I like this a lot. Also, this myth unit, the Raiju, is really cool. I like it a lot. You get Tengu over here. It's kind of flying, can leap, sword melee unit. But let's go with this. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we're aged up to the third age. Let's go with berries. Beautiful macro here, you know, as we do this little tutorial. Okay, so we've got all of this stuff going on. Let's see, did we train all of our... Oh, we did train our samurais. We need more food for that, which is spent it all. You can train your heroes, pretty self-explanatory. You can arrange your heroes, get your upgrades for these, and so on. Oh, at the market, check this out. Favor stash. Rummage around to collect some of your bonus favor. This currency can be earned in the Gauntlet game mode. So there's a new game mode. You'll have to, you'll get to see this, but that's what that's going to apply to. It's kind of weird they show you this in the in single player, but yeah, favor stash, interesting. Your caravans are deer in this, so you get deer caravans is the unique caravan for this civilization. Everything else is going to be standard there. And okay, we're going to be in the next age. Let's check out some of the stuff you can get in here. I should maybe train a few more units so we can hit these tiers so I can show you some of the free stuff. So there's that Raiju, pretty cool. Electrical wolf. Yeah, this thing is badass. I like him a lot. Okay, so we're in the third age. Upgrade wise, looking around, everything is pretty standard. And you know, probably the only new thing that you're gonna have in the third age is, you know, getting into your castle. So a lot of the perks you get, you know, early on age 2, you got some more units gonna be unlocked, right? You're gonna have your Yumi horse archers that you can train at this point. You're gonna have your shinobi that you can train. I'll get a few of those out here so you can see them. Yeah, we'll get this built. And here's the horse archer. Check that guy out. Pretty nice. Nice unit. So you can have these on the back line. You can go for a, you know, a melee. You can have a front line of Naginata riders. You can have Yumi horse archers on the back line. You can have Daimyo leading them in the battle. If you want to do like a really a mobile army, I'm sure we'll see a good deal of that for the really aggressive type, especially. You can see our samurai here. Here's our Yumi archer. Here we got these. I'll try to just get this passive XP to show you this Bushido tier, how it works. Okay, so our castle is done, and you can see our unique siege unit is going to be the Oyumi. Range siege weapon, strong against buildings and ships. So this is a very nice myth unit for taking down, I'm not a myth unit, siege unit for taking down buildings. In age 4, you get this hero, the Onmyoji, which is really cool. Sorcerer, capable of magic, strong against buildings and myth units. So it's kind of a hero that's good against buildings and myth units and can heal. Very unique from most things we've seen this in Age of Mythology. And then you get advanced fortifications, which improves your castles, which makes them way more resistant, and it's going to make them super strong, and also do more damage. So that's going to be pretty cool. So I did just reach the Bushido tier 2. So let me go show you this now. Come over to the dojo and check that out. I can now get my line upgrades from medium. Oh, it just automatically applies it. I didn't have to research it. I thought I had to research it for some reason. There you go. See, all my units are heavy now. Or I've already got the medium upgrade because I never researched that. So check this out. As soon as we got that. So that's a pretty cool thing. Farming those Bushido tiers to get those free upgrades as you go through the ages. Oh my gosh, stop training. I don't want to hear this anymore. But for the most part, that is a lot of the uniqueness of Japanese. There's a lot more to dig into, and I will go into more detail in some more videos. But I just kind of wanted to give you a first glance at the civilization. Really, for me, the unit roster is super cool, really diverse, right? You got your melee and range units. You can add heroes into the mix, but it's pretty straightforward. Like, you know, your anti-cav, your anti-infantry, your anti-archers, like really standard kind of line units. They aren't like, you know, the Atlantean roster of all counter units or something crazy. Some uniqueness early on with the shrines, right? And building them next to some resources, doing some economic things kind of with that. Some upgrades you can choose to get, you know, at the shrine or not. You can balance out training these Mikos to go around and build more shrines around the map, or get relics, or even heal. And just some really unique even god powers here. out of the gate. So I've been enjoying this in the few hours that I get to play it, and I'm looking forward to bringing you guides for the new major gods, as well as some casted games. I'm sure it'll be really interesting to see these up against some of the new civs, as well as against some of the old ones as well. Thank you so much for watching this early look at the Japanese Pantheon. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a comment below. Say hello. It's been a while since I posted. I've been really busy. I got a 1-year-old walking and climbing and doing all kinds of crazy things. So you might imagine my time's been a little more scarce, but I've got some time opening up here to cover some Age of Mythology content for you guys. So hope you enjoy, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.